Hey guys, Haas with Haas Games and Cards, and I hope you're all doing awesome because you all deserve it. What do we got going on today? Well, today we are going to be talking about Prismatic Evolutions, everyone's not so favorite because Destiny Rivals is coming out, so they don't talk as much as Prismatic, but I wanted to revisit it. I wanted to revisit Prismatic because when we were talking about it the last time we made a video, it was like 74 bucks market, and I've been watching so many videos over time from when Prismatic was being pre-ordered to when it released to, people, a lot of the YouTube content creators were like, it's gonna go down, there's gonna be so much supply, and there's gonna be people like shooting stuff around and panic selling and all this crap, and it's gonna change, it's gonna get better. And they were just so like on this horse of like these things are gonna go down in price at release and just continue to go down, which they did initially. Initially, as you can see on this screenshot here, on the last video we talked about Prismatic Evolutions, there was a big dip because they're being pre-ordered at like $100-ish bucks, super expensive. $100-ish bucks was their top point, and then they dipped down into like 65-ish to 70 range. And I've been predicting this whole time. I'm like, you know what? With how the supply is, with how people are buying this and going crazy, I think it's going to just continue going up and maybe even get pretty close to how it was for pre-order. Those high numbers we were seeing. And so what was interesting is there's a lot of local people that will not buy it at whatever its current market price is, and they think that's going to change things. But and I even noticed this at the last card show I did. People did not buy any Prismatic. They were like, nope, we're not going to buy it for 65 to 70 bucks. Gonna wait for it to go down. And I told a lot of them that came by and told me this. They're like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna wait for it to go down. And it's like, oh, I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing the evidence of it going down like that. And I know Pokemone released that letter saying we're gonna do some major reprints, but here's the thing. Even with the new reprints for all the different sets that they said they're gonna do, my distro still does not have anything to do with them. My distro's still not touching it. So that tells me one thing. Either it's only going to really big stores, or it's just not nearly as much as what people thought it was. But I've been camping the website of my distro for a long time trying to see it pop up because I talked to my distro. They said, oh, if and when it's going to be on the website. Haven't seen anything yet. And then of course Pokemon's like, Prismatic, we're going to print a ton. And I think that's kind of lip service. And even if it does, it's going to be way down the line, which is fine. But it's just interesting, guys, okay? It's just interesting because I have a lot of people that were turning it down at 70, saying, nope, not going to happen. And then when we last talked about it, it was 74. So let's look at it now. And even in my last video when I was talking about it, I was saying, guys, it's starting to trend back up. There's not a ton of supply left at that $65 to $70 range, and it's trending up. It is definitely trending up and going to get more expensive because we're getting to the higher list, or the listings are more expensive, obviously. Well, look at this. Now we are at $78.69, almost $80. And what's interesting is not even the 151. Not even the 151 booster bundle is this much, and it's been out for a much longer time, and I'd say the supply of this is actually harder. You have a lot more sold every day too. You have a lot more sold daily. If we look at the booster bundle, 68 of Prismatic, and 151 is at 112. And it's been like kind of stuck at this $64 to $65 range. So that's just very interesting, right? So looking at this, $78.69. Check this out though, $79.95. And then we have 80, 3 at 80, 3 of them at 80 apiece, 1 at 80, 4 at 80, another 80. Lots of 79s. 86. There's one bought today. 3 of them that were bought for 86 apiece. Another 86 right there. 79. So, I mean, and I just want to let my people know that if you're thinking of buying this and trying to get it and thinking the price is going to go down, it is not trending down. It is not trending down. It is going back up. These little doohickeys here are getting very expensive. They are getting even more expensive. Hopefully reprint comes, because I want to be wrong and I just want a reprint to come, and I would love to be able to order tons of this, sell it for a good price, and just have fun like I used to. But I don't think those days are coming up anytime soon, especially since we have all those reprints that are supposedly happening that I have not seen. I mean, I already had a Paldea Evolved restock at some point. We already had Surging Sparks booster bundles. In fact, we still have some right here. And they're on the website, housegamesandcards.com. But yeah, like, I don't... Surging Sparks is kind of interesting too, actually, now that we bring that up. Surging Sparks has kind of been going up and is currently on the rise too. This is also currently on the rise. We'll be hitting $45 at booster bundle very, very soon. And if we're looking at Prismatic, let's go like 2-3 pages in. On the second page, we start hitting $80. Third page, still kind of a variation there. And then we're like into the more 80s. I don't know why some of these other lower postings aren't being bought. You guys let me know. I don't purchase from TCG Player often, so I don't know why. Oh, this makes sense. $70 but $13.99 shipping, so you're at 83 anyways, where the ones in the 80s have shipping included, or is $2 shipping. So that makes more sense. That makes more sense. Like 74 but more shipping. Okay, I get what they're playing at. Okay, that's pretty much 80. That's over 80. It's the shipping. They get tricky with the shipping. That makes sense. So definitely not going down. And where does that leave us? Well, for our website, housegamesandcards.com, where you can get this kind of stuff, you know what? For another 24 hours, the booster bundles I do have up currently right now, I'll keep them at 70 for another 24 hours. But then after that, I'm putting them up to current market price. I'm going to boot them up to whatever market price is, because I know with how Pokemon is, and this is where people kind of get a little bit disheveled. With my orders I've been doing lately through distribution, it hasn't been for whatever the distro price is. They've been putting everything that I buy from them lately right under market, which tells me if these booster bundles hit $80 market price, they're going to put it right underneath $80. So that means I have to keep on jacking up the prices of mine, because I know distro is going to be like, hey, I know you just sold yours for this much. We're going to sell it to you for a price to where that sell didn't even matter and you didn't make any money on it technically, because now you're going to have to buy it more expensive. So I'll make you guys a deal. I'm going to be keeping these up for $70 a bundle for the next 24 hours. And Surging Sparks, I don't know what I have that posted at. Oh, Surging Sparks is almost 45 market right now. I have them at 40. I'll keep them up there for another 24 hours. But then after that, they're going up in price. They're going up in price. How's everything else looking though? Prismatic Evolution Elite Trainer Box. 161 of these sold every day. That's crazy. That is crazy. We're still in the 140s. This one hasn't moved around too much, but we're trending that way, right? 148, 141, 144, 157. There's a 157 right there. Yeah, so that's trending up. we'll probably be in the 150s on this one soon, especially if the bundles are spiking up. I'd say if the bundles are spiking up, that probably will too. And where are we? Okay, the Pokemon Center Elite Trainer Box of Prismatic Evolutions. And guys, we have one of those. We have one of those, and we're going to give it away. It will take some work on your part because this thing's expensive. So if you want a chance at it, you're gonna have to put in some work. And if you want it to happen, you all have to put in some work and do some sharing. If not, then obviously, then that sucks. But we're doing a giveaway, my friends. In the video description, I'll put the video of where we announced that we're giving this away. But by May 25th, if we hit 10,000 subscribers, I will give this away. And again, like I said, it's going to take a little work because you have to share the video. You have to get it out to people. And then you have to convince them to share it to people. But if you want this, expensive item, that's probably going to be closer to $400. Because this thing's trending at 348 right there, 356. So these are trending up too. They were going down. Looks like they're going to be coming back up. Especially since page 1, we go from the 340s, 350s to 360s right there. So this thing's about to spike. This thing is about to spike. If you were thinking about, I mean, I wouldn't ever buy one in the 300s for sure. But if you were thinking about buying one in the 300s, they are jumping up. Page 2, we get up to 375. Page 4, 375 to 389. Page 5, 399 all the way to 400. So I bet in a month this thing's going to be $400. Definitely by my birthday, for sure. So guys, go to the video where we announced the giveaway for this. Like it, comment on it. You have to comment on it because that's how we pick a winner. And share the video. And if we hit 10,000 subscribers by May 25th, we will give it away. If not, we'll give something else really cool away. We'll still give something else out that's going to be really cool. But that's what we'd be looking at, guys. So I definitely appreciate all of you. You all are awesome. Prismatic's going crazy. Prismatic's going crazy. So just be on the lookout, my friends. Be on the lookout because we're going to change our prices in 24 hours. So get it while you can. And this is just going to keep going up to the moon. And unless Pokemon does something about it, might be a little screwed. I hope you all have a good night. Don't do anything crazy.